Pesticides are often applied to an area to prevent human disease or to make agriculture and forestry more productive. However, the accumulation of these pesticides in the food web, a process known as biomagnification, can cause damage to plants, wildlife, and ultimately to people. This insecticide sprayer is applying DDT, a chemical that kills insects which can damage crops and spread diseases to people. However, DDT, which is not soluble in water, is highly soluble in the fatty tissues of plants and animals. The chemical can therefore collect in these tissues throughout the life of the organism. It also passes on the toxins to any animal that consumes it. The residue that is left in the air is picked up by passing clouds, which spread the DDT to other areas of land or bodies of water when it rains or snows. There is only a trace contamination of DDT in this lake, 3/millionths of a part for every million parts of water. As a result of the water contamination, though, the tissues of the zooplankton living in the water is over 13,000 times higher than that of the water. The contaminated soil of the surrounding land carries the DDT to the local plants through their root systems. Small fish in the lake feed on the contaminated plants and zooplankton and ingest the DDT, collecting it in their bodies. These ducks, which also feed on the contaminated plants, collect the pesticides in their body tissues. Effects of pesticide contamination often include reproductive problems, and fewer ducklings than normal may hatch. Large predatory fish feed on the smaller fish, ingesting the DDT that has collected in their bodies. This fisherman may ingest harmful pesticides if he eats the contaminated fish in this lake. The small fish also pass on their contaminants to fish-eating birds. The concentration of DDT in the tissues of these birds is now 25 parts per million, over 8 million times more concentrated than the contamination of the lake. Species at the top of the ecological pyramid often sustain the greatest damage from pesticide contamination. The fish-eating bird passes on the DDT in its tissues to its predators, which can include large predatory birds like the great horned owl and humans. The bald eagle and the peregrine falcon, which may prey on small ducks, ingest the pesticides from all the plants the ducks have eaten. Concentrations as high as 356 ppm have been recorded in the bald eagle populations of North America. DDT brought several species to near extinction before its use was banned in the early 1970s.